a functional way and making Excel do the work for you. What we're going to try and show you is how to make spreadsheets that do a functional job in the workplace or at home for your business or for school. But we want the spreadsheet to do it for you and make things easier using formulas, conditional formatting, and all sorts of extra functions like that. So we're going to start from the beginning. Here you can see we've got a blank spreadsheet. We're going to make a table. We're going to give it headings. We're going to apply all sorts of functions and formats. And as the channel grows, each video will then add something else to the table, and we're going to treat this as if this is a working document that we are using in the workplace. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to add name, address, let's add a telephone number, and with this one what we want to do is want to record name, address and telephone number of the customer. We're going to put amount that they owe, the amount that they've paid. Okay, so let's do that. Let's call that amount due. Amount paid. Paid in full. And then we'll have a balance. Okay, so what we're going to do first, straight off the bat, is we're going to make this into a table. So we're going to drag with our mouse and highlight, just select a few rows, don't need too many. Go to Insert, and you want table. You can also press Ctrl and T as a shortcut. We're going to select that my table has headers. There we go, that has now made a table, and the importance of why we've made it into a table will become clear. So we need to just format this while we've got it highlighted. So what I like to do is give it borders to make it stand out in each row, each cell. I'm going to center both positions, and we're going to wrap text. So that's the first formatting done. Now I'm going to just select the columns. I'm just going to spread them out a little bit for now. Okay, so before we start entering things into this table, we want to make sure that it's fit for purpose. So let's start with the telephone number. So if we enter a telephone number in, so let's just make one up. 07777 777 777. Oh, wait a minute. Where's the 0 gone? So that's not what we want for a phone number. We want to show the 0. Okay. So the easy way to do that is highlight the cells in the existing column. Format. Right click and press Format Cells. Just have to bear with me, it's going slow because we're recording the screen. Okay, I've got a few options now. So we could use general, could use number, it's wanting to add decimal places on. Currency, definitely don't want that for the phone number. So what I found is the easiest one is to actually strangely use the text format. Now when you put them as text, if you now try to put that 0 in, it will stay. Put another number in and it stays. Okay. Now this here is just obviously telling you that it's a text box and it's got a number on. If you press convert to number, it will undo what you've just done. So I'll show you quickly a way to get rid of these annoying green boxes, because they are there, good as prompts, but throughout your time using Excel, you are going to come across these, and it's basically Excel telling you that you've done something that's not the normal way to do it, but it works for you, so who cares? So you go to File, Options, Formulas, and untick Enable Background Error Checking. Press OK, and you can see that green thing has gone. Okay then, so now that's out of the way, we should have these formatted for the phone number. There we go, nice and easy. Now we've got amount due, so if this customer owed £100, at the moment it's just showing as 100, no currency. Same as amount paid, and same as balance. Okay, so all three of these columns we want to make sure are formatted correctly, and we're just going to put them as currency with 2 decimal places. A few clicks of a mouse, and this is done. Now you'll see the importance in a moment of why we just do this at the beginning and why we've made it into a table. So the next thing is paid in full. So for this we're going to use a formula. Now a lot of people, when they're using Excel, will try to type a formula here, they'll look through the formulas. Now you can do that, that's fine. The easiest way is just to press equals on your keyboard and start doing a formula. So with this one we're going to do if, and we basically just want to say that if the amount due equals the amount paid, we want the text to say yes. Simple enough. Oh, that's not good. There's nothing in there and it's saying that these people are paid in full, so that's not what we want. So how do we come around this? Basically we're going to do an if formula within an if formula. So if the amount due equals 0, equals blank, so to display blank you do 2 speech marks, press the comma, now it wants to know value if true, so we're going to do blank again, and it will display blank, comma, and I'm going to do straight away another if amount due equals amount paid. I want to say yes, close the brackets, there we are. So if we put 100 in there and 100 in there, it shows us yes. If amount due is blank, it's going to show nothing. Okay, so you notice that it popped up with false there, so we don't want that either. So to change that, all we do is we need to add an extra argument for what to do if it's false, comma, in speech marks we put no, and there we go. So there's an amount due, nothing being paid, so it's not being paid in full. So that all makes sense. Okay, so let's just say that this is paid in full and it's showing us yes. So wouldn't it be great if we could colour code this so the yeses were green and the reds were no? So to do that, highlight it, go to the Home tab, Conditional Formatting, highlight Cells Rules, and we want text that contains. Select the colour, let's say green fill with dark green text, why not? I'm going to say yes. If it says yes, it's going to fill in green. That's fine. Now we've changed it, it's got no. Let's do this one. Let's leave it with what's already there. And if it says no, it's red. Okay then, so let's just test this out. There we go. So now we've got balance. So for this one, we're going to do equals, to start a formula, sum, and it's basically going to be the amount due minus the amount paid. So this one shows us that this person owes £100, have paid nothing, so the balance is still £100. This person owed £100, they paid £100, their balance is 0. Okay? What if someone owed £100, but they actually overpaid? Okay? That's now showing as paid in full, no, when really we want that to be yes. So what we want is to change that to equals or less than amount paid. So it's less than or equals to is what you've got to remember there. Okay? Less than or equals to. So that's now showing minus 50. So let's do some formatting on this one then. So for this one, we want to do the greater than. So in this cell, if it's greater than 0, then they have an outstanding balance. We'll do a custom format on this one. I'm going to put it in bold. I'm going to put red font on a white background. Just like that. We use the less than. So if it's less than 0, we would like it to be, let's say, green background with white bold text, like that. Okay, so that's now looking good. So at a glance, we can see who's paid in full, who's got an outstanding balance, and we can also see if anyone is in credit. Maybe that person might need a refund, or maybe it's a regular bill, so we know that they've paid £50 extra towards their next bill. So for now, we've got a fully formatted table. It is centered, the text is wrapped, it's got headings that are filtered, and we've colour formatted based on what information is entered. Now, the reason we made this into a table, okay, is because at the moment we've got 5 rows, and we have formatted those 5 rows. But we don't want to have to keep going back and formatting. So if this wasn't a table, if this was just a normal range that we'd made, in order to do all this colour formatting and formulas, you would have to make the formula and then drag it down for as many cells and as many rows as you feel you might need in the future. Okay, well with the table you don't need to do that. So now that we've done this on 5 rows, if these were all full and we get a new customer, let's say Mr. Smith, as soon as we type him into the row below the table and we click out of that cell, it adds and incorporates Mr. Smith into the table. He's been centered, the text has been wrapped, and if we were to type a number, it will have the currency, and the formulas have been automatically adopted and pulled down. So now you never need to touch this table again. It's formatted for what you need. All you need to do is enter the information. So when Mr. Jones comes along and you add him in, it's automatically incorporated. So you don't need to be selecting the bottom, dragging down, anything like that. You just keep adding a new row each time, and before you know it, you'll have a full table of information, and you'll be able to quickly see who's paid in full, who hasn't, and what their balance is at a glance. So in the next video, we're going to look at how we can use this table to create a pivot table to break down the results, and we're also going to create a chart to show some of the results too. So thank you for watching this one. I hope it was useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. leave in the comments below if you've got any alternatives on how to do some of these functions, and hopefully you found it useful. Thank you.